Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Wilkes-Barre area for tonight's basketball matchup, the Wolfpack and the Hanover area Lady Hawkeyes. Inside ball game, Gloria Ajayi scores early. Max Greger joining us tonight here on the broadcast. Tomorrow we'll be back. Holy Redeemer boys. Here's that full court pressure, and that knocked around, and Sheridan comes up with the basketball here for the Hawkeyes of Hanover area. Then Asia Moore doing what she does best. She's a stealer. 4-0 is the count. As Hanover area now facing that full court pressure early. Another steal, then Asia Moore high off the glass. 6-0. So a young team here in Hanover area and a young coach, and it's going to be a tough night here for Hanover, just getting the ball up court, Max, something that they're going to have to work on.
Yeah, that's right. I spoke to Coach Mushak Neme earlier, and she said a big part of their game plan is going to be that press defense to come out with energy right out of the gate, and it looks like that's paying off for them so far.
They're going to try to perfect that as they have. We'll get Reagan Holden will come out. It'll be Krashiniak will come in here off the bench early. Holden will get looked at. So Hanover's task tonight will be tall. On paper, in theory, this will be a big challenge here for the Hawkeyes. What are some things you think you do, Max, if you're Hanover area? I mean, it basically just trying to handle the basketball will be the key component.
I would say you got to slow it down. Try to beat the press maybe with some passes rather than just like dribbling through everybody, and just try to get the ball on your side of the court.
Krashiniak's shot is off the mark, goes out of bounds. It'll be an inbound here from Hanover area. 6:41 on the clock. We are in quarter number one. A half dozen of pierogies over the holiday on the scoreboard. Max, have you shared some good food over the holidays?
Yes, I did. Some good ham.
Very nice. Yeah, had the pierogies, had the ham, had a little bit of everything, and still got some more holiday food on the menu coming up here. So here is Sheridan now trying to get it up court. She'll get it over to number 14. That'll be McCants, who will be involved a bunch, and then senior Riley Corbett with the basketball as well. They were just basically trying to set up the offense here. Tough when you have Moore right in your pocket the whole time. Slusser's a pretty good athlete. She'll be involved with the basketball as well. So you slow things down maybe here for Hanover area and try to give less possessions to Wilkes-Barre. You stay in it a little bit longer.
Yes, this is probably what Hanover was hoping for. They got it on their side of the court. Now they're taking their time and trying to find a good shot and stay in this game.
Well, turnover there by the Hawkeyes, and Wilkes-Barre area will take over. They'll get the inbound. Shelby Ardo Boyko will come down to get it over to Emma Krashiniak. So they'll move that ball around, and Hanover area just stay in the end zone. Little box out there, that outside shot no go, but Ardo Boyko has got plenty of energy from the holidays, and normally she does anyway. And a rebound here for the Hawkeyes. Sheridan now will try to go baseline on Ajayi, then she'll get trapped over there. They'll bring it back outside. And it does go out of bounds, but it'll remain Hanover area basketball. So Janera Carlo, in theory, the head coach, but Coach Skrepnak, young and enthusiastic, and right now the one that's kind of trying to take over here for Hanover area after a early season coaching change for the Hawkeyes. And now we'll bring in a substitute. So 54.
Checking in for the Hawkeyes, number 54, Amaya Schutz.
So Schutz now comes in. And that makes it through there for the Hawkeyes of Hanover area. That ball loose right now. Here's Corbett with a runner, and that shot does go out of bounds. It'll be Wilkes-Barre area basketball. So continuity is tough. Getting a good shot right now is, quite frankly, Hanover doesn't have a lot of shooters, but they've got to try to work the ball around and maybe get that shot within the 8-10 foot range near that, in the lane almost, if they could.
And it looks like that's what they've been trying to do. They've had, so far, it looks like 2 possessions on when they got it to their side of the floor, and they've taken a good amount of time to try and get that good shot off. But they are unable to.
Moore's 3 doesn't make it. Ardo Boyko hustles that, but it will go off her, and the Hanover area will try to just get the inbound goal with the full court pressure here out of the Wolfpack. Little trap action here, and nice job here as that's McCants, right, with a runner? So Kylene McCants shows some of her athletic ability.
That was a good read there by McCants. Seeing the open lane to the basket and drawing the foul.
4:13 on the clock. And a free throw here for the Hawkeyes of Hanover area. And McCants hits that. So McCants showing her athleticism. Driving to the lane, getting a couple of free throws, and now Hanover area is down 4. Evans with the stutter step, skip pass, Krashiniak for 3, doesn't make it. Sheridan tries to get the rebound, her and Ardo Boyko. And they call that for the Hawkeyes. That was interesting because Sheridan held the position, but somehow Ardo Boyko snuck in there underneath her. It almost looked like it could have been over the back, but officials said, hey, it's Hanover's ball. McCants with the runner. No go. Ardo Boyko gets her hand on now, gets into Evans' hands. She'll take it over to the center, kick it out. Krashiniak into Ajayi. Now back to Holden with the runner at about 8 feet. Misses it. Ardo Boyko there. Good defense there by Hanover area. Just getting in position.
Yeah, it looks like they are showing off the practice that they have on the fundamentals.
So here are the Hawkeyes now with the basketball. Again, their offense is going to have to be very vanilla, and that's okay. They just want to stay in this ball game. They're down 6-2.
It looks as if Hanover knows that the Wolfpack are runners. They like to run the floor, get some steals, and they are trying to avoid that.
McCants back with the basketball. That outside shot doesn't make it. Almost over the back there, but no call. The hustle from Schutz. And now here's Wilkes-Barre area back on the offensive end. Ajayi from about 9 feet strokes it. Back to that full court pressure. And a turnover. So Hanover area only shooting 9. No JV game, no 9th grade game. Basically just trying to get some interest out for the young ladies to play the sport at the school. It's been a little rough for them lately.
That's right. And I spoke to Hanover's coach earlier. They are coming off a winless season, but this year they have some wins under their belt with the coaching change, and they're here to stay.
So Isabella Curcio now into the ball game for Hanover area. Some fans matriculating in still here after the holiday. Want to get a little basketball action. Sheridan gets the basketball. She'll dribble down. Goes about 5'6". They're going to call a double dribble on her. Volleyball player and a softball player. She's a three-sport athlete at Hanover area.
Checking back in for the Hawkeyes, number 5, Caitlin Gist.
Well, Gist checks back in now. 2:26 on the clock. It's 8-2. The Wolfpack lead Hanover area. Holden with the banker, no go. Runner, Krashiniak, and Sheridan comes up with the rebound, gets it over to her teammate. McCants tries to run that lane, and she will draw a foul. When you have an athletic girl like McCants, you want to kind of just, hey, go to the basket when you can.
Yes, she's done that a couple times tonight, and she found her way to the line for the second time. Maybe she can knock down some free throws.
So she is 3 for 3 from the line. Natalia Cradle now checks in here for the Wolfpack. And 4 for 4, the shooters roll. So they've cut the deficit in half. It is 8 to 4. Coming into this game, you said it'd be 8 to 4 in the first quarter. Not many people would have thought that. On paper, Wilkes-Barre a huge advantage, but Hanover's hanging in there right now.
Hanover's really doing a good job of playing to their strengths. They don't have the most high-powered offense, but their defense is showing up so far.
Holden for the 3. Here's Evans, and quickly they get 5 points. 13 to 4. They're making us eat our words here, Max, but that's how quick the Wolfpack could be with the turnover game. Sheridan gets trapped down there. She's got to dribble out of it and gets it over to McCants. McCants having the basketball. She'll head forward. Backyard basketball. That's their best shot. Her going to the hole.
It really is. That's probably 7 or 8 times she's done that so far.
13 to 6 is the count. Cradle with the fake will head down. She'll get cut off. Evans now. Back over to Cradle. Cradle with an extra stepper, didn't call it. And now Hanover area with a rebound with 42 seconds to go. Trailing by a touchdown here tonight as we close out 2021 for the girls basketball team here at the brand new high school in Wilkes-Barre area. Gorgeous facility. Everybody wants to come play here, see it. It's the place to be here in Northeast Pennsylvania. And now we're going to get a travel with 18.7 seconds on the clock. Max, you got one shot. They're going to bring in Krasiniak. Probably their sharpshooter from the outside, her and Holden. So maybe we'll get that 3 look out of here.
Yeah, get some momentum going into the second quarter. With that, they'd be up by 10.
They'll move the ball around. Here's Holden. She'll look back over to Ajayi. 8 seconds on the clock. There's Krasiniak for that 3 she likes. Too much sauce on it. It goes out of bounds with 3.2 seconds to go. I think you got to play it right now to Ajayi, Max, with 3.2 seconds to go. Let's see the inbound here. Krasiniak will take that outside shot and just a little bit off again. So quarter number 1 in the books. Wilkes-Barre leads 13-6. John Mendola, Max Greger with you. We'll be back. We're back here, Wilkes-Barre area, 13-6 is the count. Quarter number 2 underway. Substitution is Moore and Evans are on the bench. Cradle and Gloria Ajayi score it. 15-6 now. The senior Ajayi, Sheridan. They're going to continue to try to trap. You got to dribble out of that. And a timeout over here from Hanover area as they've got to draw up getting out of that trap. You got to stay out of corners is number one, Max. They don't give them the timeout, or they don't. It's side inbound here on the side, so no timeout granted.
Hanover's actually been doing a pretty all right job getting out of the press, but once they get themselves in the corner, like you said, it's pretty hard to get out of there.
All I would do is I would give McCants the basketball and let her dribble out of it. Have everybody go up court. They want to trap two, and then you just beat it. But you can't. You got to keep the ball in your best athlete's hands right now. McCants just has the best handle on the basketball.
Yes, and whenever she would be able to get through that press, it'd be like a 2-on-1, and she'd either make the layup or find her way to the free throw line. And she's been pretty good at her free throws so far.
That outside shot doesn't go there. Rebound, and it'll get back into Sheridan's hands. Sheridan gets pickpocketed, and here comes Reagan Holden. Score the layup.
Holden.
McCants will draw some fouls doing that, and then just one too many tricks there from McCants. She did a good job of getting through, but an extra trick didn't work for her. Jai finds a little body language. 30-second timeout coming.
30-second timeout called by the Hawkeyes. Checking back in for the Wolfpack.
We got a timeout on the floor again. Coach Skrepnak, young coach, along over there with Coach Genera. Just talking about what they need to do to break the press. Again, you don't ever want to get into a corner because that's where they're going to trap you.
As long as they stay out of that corner, they're doing pretty all right getting through that press. But you knew the Wolfpack were going to do this. You know they were going to get a few breakaways, get some layups. Hopefully they could stop and turn it around.
19-6 is the score. Live high school basketball here in the Wilkes-Barre area gymnasium tonight. So after that timeout, Hanover area now has a new look. Somebody go for the bomb because right now it's wide open. Back over to Sheridan. Sheridan gets it to McCants, and McCants will try to dribble through one or two. Draws that foul. She has that ability to make those quick turns.
Fouls on the Wolfpack, number 13, Holden. Her first, team's fifth.
So 5 team fouls for the Wolfpack. They'll throw that about. The number 20 is going to check in. That'll be Curcio. Here is Cradle with the jumper.
And that is what makes the Wolfpack so hard to prepare for. They could dump it down low, work in the post, or they could get a mid-range shot or a three-pointer. They could literally do any of those things.
Janasia Moore with the steal and the bucket.
Checking back in for the Hawkeyes, number 20, Izzy Curcio.
So here's the Wolfpack now back on the offensive. And Ajayi with the free throw didn't make it there. She was right near the charity stripe. Sheridan with the basketball will try a three. That comes up short. And now Ardo Boyko pushing the pace back the other way with 5:32 on the clock. Cradle getting a little bit more action tonight. Looking to keep that bench deeper. And Reagan Holden downtown.
Holden for three.
Another turnover now. It's a 20-point advantage here for Wilkes-Barre. Starting to add up the points. Hanover had it down to 4 points in the first quarter. Moore for three. Ardo Boyko with a rebound. Ardo Boyko kicks it back out. Holden will think about it, and then she'll reset the offense here. Back over to Cradle. That shot is long. Denasia Moore grabs hold of it. Cradle to Ajayi. Trying to be patient here. Swat over there. Didn't go. Ardo Boyko's in the lane, camping out. She's got to get out of there. Ajayi from the top of the key. That one goes.
Ajayi's shown us that she isn't just down low. She has a pretty good shot. She's made 2 of them so far tonight.
They want to develop that repertoire, get her to hit some of those shots from out there. Playing against different teams that might have a bigger big than her. You know, that's what you want. You want to have the ability to play low or play high, like you're saying, Max.
Yeah, the past couple of games, she's even taken some 3-point attempts.
Slusser guarded out there by Ajayi, or I'm sorry, that is Sheridan guarded by Ajayi. Open look here. That one's going to be a little bit short, and Ajayi comes up with the basketball. Curcio had the look, unable to finish on it. 3:49 to go here in the second quarter. 28-6 the count. Max Greger is on color. Andrew Marshall-Say is on graphics tonight. And when the second half comes around, those guys will switch roles, and we'll talk to Andrew the second half. So here is a nice runner, a little unorthodox there, and McCants will have a seat. She'll get back up. Blocked there by Sheridan. And now they'll get a foul on the Wolfpack.
Fouls on the Wolfpack, number 3, Moore. First 30. Team is 6.
Coach Carlo yelling at McCann saying, you got to get back. You can't just be down there. You're our fastest player. You know, we got to get her in here.
Looks like she was a little upset with not drawing a foul down there.
So 15 is now in the ball game. Thinking that's Aiken because they have her listed as number 14. They don't have a 15 on the roster. The Wolfpack. .303 on the clock. Steal there, ball all over the place, and then Cradle ends up coming up with it. That outside shot, Ajayi didn't make it. Ardo Boyko trying to contest everything. Sheridan gets the rebound. 2:43 on the clock. Cradle now. Inside, Ardo Boyko missed the gimme. She's going to laugh it off because she's going to out-hustle somebody for another bucket down the road, so you can't get too serious on those kind of plays.
Yeah, you're up by 22. It's all right if you miss one of those every now and then.
.208 on the clock. Ardo Boyko, there it is. .30-6 is the count here. One-sided ball game here. Hanover area just going to slow it down and wait for an opportunity. Free throws have been the theme. They got to try to get a couple of other opportunities. Tough defense over here by the Wolfpack. Sheridan got herself backed into a corner over there, and Ajayi's going to steal it. I recall travel on that.
Checking back in for Wolfpack, number 24, Emma Krotchenko.
Krisheniak is back in now with 1:07 to go.
For the Hawkeyes, number 54, Amaya Schutz.
One minute on the clock, 30-6 is the count. Sheridan now with the basketball. Back over to McCants. McCants from long distance buries the tray.
She had some room beyond the arc, too. It wasn't a close three-pointer.
Inside, Ajayi off the glass. A ball on the ground. Hanover area comes back up with it. 6 seconds on the clock. And now we'll get a kick. It'll stay Hanover area basketball. So Sheridan will inbound the basketball here for Hanover area. Shoots underneath. Get it to McCants. McCants with 3 seconds. Long distance off the back of the rim. And the Wolfpack will have the lead. 32-9. Max, final thoughts here before the half?
Well, it looks like the Wolfpack have come out to play today. Their game plan is working. Press and push the basketball.
Well, we'll see what happens in the second half with Hanover area as Andrew Marshall will join us. We'll be back here on the John Mendola Show Network. are here for the second half. John Mendola, Andrew Marshall say. For the second half here as Hanover area is on the other end of the scoreboard. Andrew, your impressions of the first half and what you think Hanover has to do for half number 2.
They have to limit turnovers, definitely. Players like Ajayi and Ardo Boyko are getting a lot of turnovers, and they're producing a lot of points so far.
And right on the spot, Ardo Boyko with the turnover. Holden, Evans, back over to Holden, will push it up and in. So they called off the Wolf, so to speak, as there's no full court pressure right now. They'll let Hanover area bring the ball down. And I guess you got to see what McCants could do, just very athletic for Hanover area.
Yeah, she had a couple of really nice plays in the first half and produced most of Hanover's offense to this point.
So here's McCants now with the basketball again. She'll survey the court. Wolfpack now in a 2-3 set. Sheridan will be out on the wing. McCants will try to get it set up. So Skrepnak is the assistant coach for Hanover area, but trying to take the lead as Gennaro Carlo, known for what she's done on the field hockey field back in the day at Myers. And of course now a teacher in the Hanover area school district. Came in a little older, just trying to get a little maturity and a little stability to the program right now here at Hanover area. But Coach Skrepnak, young and enthusiastic, and just trying to get this Hanover area team going in the right direction. And it may not get a lot of wins on the score, in games, but just winning by getting better every game is what the goal, I think, is.
Yeah, and eventually you'll have more players coming up through different grades in school.
McCants with the jumper, that's a goodie. So their instant offense of Kylene McCants, that one goes. 5:58 on the clock, 34-11. Holden back over to Evans to Ardo Boyko as they moved Nazario into the ball game down low. Holden with the faker, the runner didn't make it. Battle down low, Nazario. Sheridan went down, and now it'll come back in the hands of number 54, Schutz. So McCants has it in her hands, and will try to set up the offense again. Now Wilkes-Barre changes over to man-to-man defense. They get out of that zone. Got to watch some 5-second calls here now because you're out there and you're being defended. So you got to penetrate just a little bit. There's a foul on Holden they missed, and just said that they hit the ball. Looked a little body-like. And that runner by McCants, she's got to get back. Coach Skrepnak staying on McCants. She makes some athletic plays, but she got to hustle it. And now on the floor, acting like a worm there for Hanover area. Just trying to keep everybody away was Slusser. And that shot doesn't go there, and then Nazario will be called on the foul. .440 on the clock. 34-11 is the score.
Number 22, Nazario, her first, team's first.
Here's Ardo Boyko, comes up with the steal, gets it over to Holden. Back to Ardo Boyko, kicks it out. Evans comes up short, and coming up with the rebound is Sheridan. .408 on the clock here. Here's an outside jumper, and that one goes for the Hawkeyes. Riley Corbett. Good look.
Yeah, it was a really good shot.
They're doing the job there is Corbett. Ardo Boyko high off the glass. That one didn't go. Corbett comes up with a rebound. Back over to McCants now with 3:43 to go here in the third quarter. Krashiniak and Denasia Moore getting ready to come back in. Now that'll be Eternity Aiken who will check in, a junior. Opportunity there, blocked by Aiken. Down court they come, and Ardo Boyko with the travel. And one of the biggest things teams could do right now, Andrew, is probably just trying to stay out of COVID. It's running rampant right now. It's been tough this time of year.
Yeah, it is, especially with the holidays. You have a lot of people in contact with each other, and a couple of schools around northeastern Pennsylvania have gone virtual.
Yeah, and some schools have shut down the sports programs for a couple of weeks, so just trying to stay together. Moore, Ajayi, kick it out, inside ball game. Ajayi, too much mustard. Ardo Boyko gets it back over. Here comes Aiken. Aiken will slip it over to Ardo Boyko, who's hanging in the lane for 3 seconds. 2:50 on the clock. Do you feel the crispness right now of the Wolfpack tonight? Do you think they're a little sloppy?
They seem a little sloppy at times, but overall they're playing really well. But Hanover have surprised me a little bit. The game should be not as close as it is. It should be maybe a 30-40 point lead, but Hanover stayed in this game and they're doing whatever they can.
34-13 more. Good pass, Ardo Boyko. Couple of those in a row here for the Wolfpack will feel a little different. McCants gets fouled there by Aiken.
Fouls on Wolfpack.
2:07 on the clock.
On the line for the Hawkeyes, number 14, McCants, shooting 2.
And that free throw goes by McCants. Curcio comes in, and Cradle comes in for the Wolfpack. That one is long. It'll be Ardo Boyko getting out to Krishiniak. Long pass, more lefty. Aiken unable to finish that. Trap over there, and it'll stay Hanover area basketball with 1:49 to go. Well, the league schedule is going to begin, Andrew, when next week comes around, and we'll get into see what the Wolfpack are going to be made of. We'll get a full timeout. We'll hold that thought, and we'll take that thought when we come back here for the timeout with 1:45 to go here in the third. So we are back here to close out quarter number 3. John Mendola and Andrew Marshall say with you. Andrew, the Wolfpack next week, league play, Tunkhannock Monday on the road. Back here Thursday for Berwick. That should be a good ball game. Berwick's pretty good.
Yeah, it should. Berwick have a good program. Wolfpack do as well. I'm expecting a close game for that, and I think the Wolfpack are definitely going to try to contend. They definitely can contend for another district title, and they definitely do want to get a second district title.
Steal here coming. Ardo Boyko can't keep it in bounds. Just anticipates well. Thinks on her feet very well. Cants gets a pick. Sheridan now with the basketball. Guarded over there by Aiken. And gets pushed down. 1:08 on the clock.
Aiken, her second, team's third.
McCants guarded over there by Moore. Ardo Boyko still blanket coverage over there as Wilkes-Barre are in their half-court defense now, just trying to stay all over the Hawkeyes. Get it over to the corner. Little trap action there on Curcio. Try to get it out, and Denasia Moore is right there with 27 seconds to go. Moore, hard pass for Ajayi, couldn't make it. Going down the bench a little bit more tonight. We've seen some new players here.
Yeah.
Aiken for the first time, and Diamond Thornton for the first time as well.
Yeah, it seems Coach Mushak Namey just wants to get more playing time for her younger players, as there wasn't a JV game tonight.
So short numbers on Hanover area. 2 seconds. Runner doesn't go. 36-14. We'll head to quarter number 4. We'll talk with Andrew Marshall Say a little bit more in the fourth quarter. We'll be back here in the John Mendola Show Network. We are back here for quarter number 4. Wolfpack in command here at home at the Wolfpack Den, Hanover area in town. We'll be back tomorrow night, Holy Redeemer boys and the Wolfpack boys, right here on the John Mendola Show Network. 7:38 on the clock. Here comes a dribble down by McCants to try to get it back in her hands, but Denasia Moore steps right in front there. Krashiniak into Ajayi. Circus shot by Ajayi. How'd she make that? Working on some tricks, I think. That's a tough shot. 7:10 now on the clock. Runner. That is what McCants could do. Moore goes into a Jai Ardo Boyko right from the foul line. Banks are open.
Shelby Ardo Boyko.
40-16, 6:40 on the clock. Fourth quarter here at the Wolfpack Den. Only one game tonight. No JV, no ninth grade game. Cradle's down there. Krashiniak gets the delivery. Cradle had to fumble it for a second just to kind of get a handle on it, but did get control. Back over to Moore. Over to the corner. Ajayi back inside, outside. Krashiniak will try that three. Back over to Moore. Free open look, long two off the rim. The rebound here for the Hawkeyes. McCants way down there and doesn't make it. They rip it right back out to her. So nice hustle and rebound there by number 5, Kayla Gist. Little contact there, and McCants got away from her. And then that ball goes into the stands. 5:42 on the clock. You're seeing a little bit more ball control here out of Hanover area. McCants just trying to do her thing.
Yeah, she's trying to the whole team's just trying to do what they can. It's a 40-16 game. There's not going to be much more they can get out of this game, but it's just little battles that count.
So Freelance in her way. Steal, Denasia Moore, and the score. So Denasia Moore showing her quickness. 42-16 is the count. Moore will meet McCants right near the half-court line. Full timeout coming here from Hanover area. 5 minutes to go. We'll take the timeout. We'll be back. We are back. That shot doesn't make it. Krashiniak tried her 4-3, just off the mark tonight. Sometimes you have tough nights of shooting. What do they tell you? Take another shot. Aiken down low. Good finish from Ajayi. Sad news at the officiating world here in the Wyoming Valley Conference. Chuck Hannon unexpectedly passed away. Thoughts and prayers to his family. Of course, it's been a trying time over the holidays, seeing those obituaries with young people here in northeastern Pennsylvania passing before we hope would be their time. Our thoughts and prayers to everybody right now between COVID and other things going on in the world. 42-16 is the count. John Mendola, Andrew Marshall say he is a junior here at Wilkes-Barre area in the STEM program. And Max Greger, who is a sophomore in the STEM program here with us tonight.
Checking into the Wolfpack number 15, Diamond Thornton. Number
Diamond
25,
Thornton is
Katie
in.
Keating.
And Katie Keating comes into the lineup here for the Wolfpack in the fourth quarter with 3:46 to play. Commando lead here for Wilkes-Barre area, but Hanover area is still battling, trying to do what they could. McCants with the basketball. Got a good handle. Got a push out of her. She sold that pretty well.
Fouls on the Wolfpack number 13, Whitley, her second. Team's fourth. Serving the Hawkeyes number 54, Amaya Schultz.
So Maya Schultz now into the lineup. Back out to Sheridan, not really a point guard, but able to handle the basketball just a little bit. And a battle down low, it'll be Keating getting her hand on it. It'll stay in the Hawkeyes' possession. 3:27 here left in this contest. Sheridan's got that whole left side if she could beat Ajayi around the horn there, but wasn't able to. McCants guarded over there by Thornton. She'll give it away. And now we'll get an outside shot there, and the banks are open. So a nice stroke over there again by Riley Corbett. It's her second jumper.
Yeah, she's been good for Hanover tonight.
Holden and Aiken tried to get that connection down low. .251 on the clock. 42-18 is the score. Now they'll dribble it around. Hanover area, McCants, jumper long two, it goes. Footsy's just over the line, but she's had 3 outside shots. And as you said before, Andrew, most of Hanover area's points.
Yeah, we've seen some life out of Hanover the last couple minutes, and they're playing good basketball.
2:17 now on the clock. 42-20, McCants. That one didn't go. And now they'll get it down court. It'll be McCants with the steal. Got somebody running the floor. Corbett, that one doesn't make it. Goes off of a hand there of Keating.
Check it back into the Wolfpack number 22, Drusuli Nazario.
Nazario into the ball game. Robinson will be checking in here for the Wolfpack.
For the Hawkeyes,
1:56 on the clock.
For the Wolfpack, number 10, Mahogany Robinson.
So Mahogany Robinson will get into the ball game. She's a sophomore. Thornton plays some tough defense.
Fouls on the Wolfpack number 10, Robinson, her first. Team's fifth.
.136 left here in the contest. 22-point lead here for the Wolfpack. McCants runs into a couple of bodies. She'll head over to the free throw line. This is where she's been pretty good.
Yeah, she's had 100% of success on her free throws tonight.
Fouls on the Wolfpack number 22, Nazario, her second, team's sixth.
Hanover tonight definitely seemed like the more disciplined team.
Hanover trying their best here to just do the basics. 42-21. No fouls for Hanover area. In terms of discipline, Andrew, I guess to your point, 16 fouls here for Wilkes-Barre. Got a little bit of aggression here on the Wolfpack, the style they play. Thornton tries to push one up, didn't go, and shoots, battling down there. It'll stay Wilkes-Barre a basketball as Nazario got her hand in there. Thornton with a runner. That one in and out. Thornton again. She'll go low and kick it out of bounds. 1:03 on the clock. 20-point advantage here for Wilkes-Barre area. Andrew, we had mentioned a little bit about the virus. Maybe just trying to stay in shape, you know, over the holidays as well. You run the kids a little bit to try to make sure that, you know, get that air in the lungs and just kind of stay in shape so you're ready as the season's going to be here next week.
Yeah, you definitely want to don't have a regression during the holiday period. You want to continue to work very hard in practice.
37.8 seconds. The ball got tied up. Hanover area will inbound it. And it goes off and shoots hands. So 35 seconds on the clock as we get ready to wrap this one up. Ball tipped around in the air. Aiken goes down low. Rosario, and then Schultz comes up with it. And then Aiken says, hey, I want the ball back. But it's going to go the other way with 18.6 seconds to go. And it's a foul. And we got the bonus now, so we'll get a little one-on-one here in the final seconds.
Shooting 1-1.
42-22. So Thornton will bring the basketball down one final time here for the Wolfpack. Robinson, long distance, did not make it. Ball moved around. Azario to be Thornton. And the banker goes. Diamond Thornton hits at 45-22. Andrew, that'll do it. Final thoughts here tonight.
Wolfpack dominated most of the game. Hanover did what they could, trying to stay in it, and they played relatively well.
All right, final score 45-22.